shattered lands, heroes rise, emerald warriors piercing skies, crushing foes, blood-soaked blades, legion formed, never fades. Misfits gather, bonds of steel, vengeful hearts, furies feel, dragons slain, darkness torn, hope in shadows, legends born. Emerald fury, rage and fire, defend the weak, slay the liar. No retreat, relentless force, legion roars, primal course. Mystic realms, unbreakable chain, undying light, endless reign. Souls ablaze, burning bright, conquer fear, embrace the fight. Mystic realms, unbreakable chain, undying light, endless reign. Souls ablaze, burning bright, conquer fear, embrace the fight. Through the night, storms the light, heroic hearts, world inside, fierce and roar, endless rain, souls ablaze, burning bright, conquer fear, embrace the fight. Through the night, storms the light, heroic hearts, walls inside, fierce and raw, nails inside. Fierce and raw, never yield, innocence saved, battle sealed. Every quest paths unknown, blood and sweat, seeds are sown, shield the meek, ruthless doom, Emerald Legion's final bloom.
From the heart of the Middlelands, where the Golden Road passes through fertile plains and close to ancient woods, the Mistwood Forest stands nearby, a sprawling, enchanted expanse where time itself bends around the Etherbloom gates. But all is not well beneath its twilight canopy. An imbalance stirs, a fracture, unseen but deeply felt, spreading like a shadow across the roots of this fragile land. 6 adventurers, bound by fate and driven by purpose, stand poised on the edge of a mystery older than the trees themselves. Their journeys will carry them through the quiet of the Middlelands, a quiet where secrets fester and alliances fray. Their choices will shape the future. The balance of magic, the breath of the forest, and the heart of Foreverland itself now rests in their hands. The heart of the Middlelands beats, but its rhythm falters, and so the story begins. Welcome, your path is set. Roll for initiative. The fate of Foreverland awaits.
Guess what I just did? Hey, all you role players, gamers, geeks, freaks, and everyone in between. Welcome back to Deacon's Table. I am Deacon Blues, your resident dungeon master, and this is Emerald Legion Season 4, Episode 10. In a moment, I'm going to go down the table, and we're going to introduce everybody or who they are and who they're playing in the Emerald Legion. But as I said, I am Deacon Blues, and you can find me on all the socials at Deacon's Table. If you also click the link in the banner right here, make it up on the screen very quickly. It's lnk.bio/Deacon's Table. We'll give you all of our actual links, including our Discord, our Twitch, our YouTube, our merch store, and everything else will all be on that particular site. So click that link and away you go. But we're going to start off introducing Rin. Rin, who are you and who are you playing?
You're muted.
I think you're muted. I think you, do I have to unmute you? Or are you? There you go.
Hi, I'm Kiri Morning. I'm playing Rin the Pardis, Tyson Dancer, and yeah, she's a little bit cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs.
Just a little bit. Next up, we have Serena.
Hi, I'm Lorelei, and I'm going to be playing our wonderful, sulky Oath of Redemption Paladin.
then we have Xerxes.
I just muted myself. I'm Garrett. I'm playing Xerxes, the Zephyrith Bard Warlock. He's just Xerxes. He gets into trouble.
Xerxes. Oh boy. All right, and then we have Yuki.
Hi, I'm Rose. I'm also known as Malta Starlight. I play Yuki, who is a Lapid Cleric of the Twilight.
And then we have Oswald.
Hello. Hello, my name's Ace. I'm playing Oswald, rat type, bird folk, ostrich type. That is a paladin of the Oath of Glory.
Excellent. And last but not least, Passiflora.
And I'm Passiflora. I play a Moss Dancer Tincto tribe, and she is a Rogue Ranger mix.
Excellent. Excellent. And for all of you out there watching, Emerald Legion, they are currently a level 6 as they are at this particular stage of the adventure. And we are approaching, our season's end. And we'll see how far we get this evening and how we do with that. Just as a recap, you guys do recall you were chasing down members of the Gilded Accord through the Scarlet Grove. You had interrogated one a little bit and then continued going, and you came across a deciding path. Did you take the high road and go through the trees, or you go down to the ravine where you'd be open and exposed, but would get there much quicker, and you chose to take the ravine? So that is where we've kind of left off. So I'm going to get right into it and get your dice ready, get them warmed up, because you're probably going to need them this evening. I will let you know that now, and I did hear from some players that they're looking to beat some things up, so we'll see how that works out for them as we do that. So, okay. The sky above the Crimson Grove burns with amber light as smoke and flame bleed through the ancient canopies. You hear the clash of steel in the distance, the crack of lightning-infused bark, the roar of beasts, both natural and unnatural. Emerald Legion forces dash between cover, slinging spells and arrows, while fire-wreathed figures of the Gilded Accord push through the fractured underbrush. Above, the clouds tremble, then tear apart. A massive serpentine form coils across the sky, with glistening stone-hardened scales and wings of rain-soaked leaf and moss. Twig, the ancient earth and water dragon, descends like a god of stone and storm. And then, fire. A second shadow, crimson and molten, rips across the sky in a blaze of wings. The roar that follows isn't sound. It's a furnace's wrath made manifest. A fire dragon has arrived. The moment you step up from the ravine into the broken perimeter of the grove's front line, chaos erupts in full. Fire scorches the trees, tendrils of vine and flame whip through the air, and war cries ring out all around you. Gilded Accord forces press hard, their numbers bolstered by elemental allies. You spot the flash of spellfire as a pair of Accord pyromancers unleash torrents of flame towards an overrun Viridian barricade. The call for aid echoes. A breach has opened, and the Emerald Legion cannot hold it alone. As you guys are now where you see right there, facing up, I'm going to bring up your characters here as we... and that's the wrong one. Where did you go? Oh, there you are. That's so we've got... I'm going to figure out where you are here. There you are. There you are. And we can position you guys differently as we settle in. All right. So you guys step up from the ravine. And this is the scene in front of you. There are members of the Emerald Legion that are kind of scattered and pushed back. but because you came up from the ravine side, you have a vantage point. This is what you see. There are a couple of pyromancers here and here. These guys look like skirmishers that you have faced before. And this, you're not sure quite what it is. It looks sort of like a dragon-ish, made of fire and molten flesh. It's pretty nasty looking, whatever it is. However, this is what you come up to. What is your intentions at this point? If you want to strictly engage, if you want to do a precast, they don't know you're there. Well, they will know you're there now, but you have this one free action right this second.
Okay.
So
I would like to cast Armor of Agathis at second level.
Okay, so you're casting Armor of Agathis on yourself.
Absolutely.
Ren, what are you doing?
There's no cover anywhere, is there?
Not really. There's little bits and pieces. Like there's where you see the flame off to the side, like moving further away, there's flame. This little bit here is a brush, bunch of wood stacked up or timber of some kind that you could probably get some cover behind from some of them, but not from all. But it's a pretty open area.
Okay, I think I'm just going to jump right in, and I'm going to rush the guy up at the top there.
This do appear?
Yep. And
10, 15, 20, 25. Yep. Okay.
So now that I'm level 6, so if I land 2 attacks on a single target, they have to make a dex saving throw or be dazed.
Yep.
All right. And okay, so we're going to go.
All right.
Where am I? I always forget this part. There it is. Okay, dirty 20.
Yeah, it definitely hits.
Where is my... We readjusted the fans to D8, right?
Yeah.
I can't even find it. Oh, there it is.
Not bad.
Uh, 7 points.
Okay.
Another dirty 20. And another 7 points.
It's going to make a, Constitution save?
Dex saving throw.
Dex saving throw. 20.
I guess that would be, yes.
Yeah. Okay. Next up, Serena. What are you doing?
So reason won't work. We've already decided that.
Yeah.
Reason is not going to work.
Well, just as a scenario here, you realize that
Yep.
this is an active war that's going on around you. So you're one fragment of the battle that is happening.
So in that case, she's going to look over at Oswald and go, for glory, cast bonus action on her weapon, cast magic, as a bonus action, cast magic weapon on my bow. And use my bow, and I'm going to shoot it at the enforcer nearby.
At the pyromancers or at the
pyromancer. Yeah, we'll go for the pyromancer.
Pyromancers? Okay, so you're shooting the bow at the pyromancer, okay?
And Let me double check, see what I made it a magic weapon because I figured that might be helpful. So let me roll. That's not bad. Tried to have some of the stuff already up and ready. I hardly ever use a spell. I don't think it gives any stats. Let's see. 19. And then 27 to hit.
27 to hit. Hits, definitely.
Alright, not bad. And 10 damage. And then for my second attack, I am releasing another shot at him. Uh, 22 to hit.
Hits.
Okay. That would be 5, 6, 10.
Another 10. Okay. At the end of your turn.
Yeah, that would be my turn.
Okay. Xerxes, you did Armor of Agathis.
I did.
Yuki, what are you doing?
So first I'm gonna move closer to in between the passive floor and Serena are. Next I'm going to cast Channel Divinity Twilight Sanctuary, which puts a 30-foot around us. So every time someone ends their turn in the 30 range, I can grant them a temporary, I can grant them either temporary hit points or, what was the other
And
thing?
that's centered on you, correct?
Yeah. And it includes me, so when I end my turn, I also get to roll and choose one of the effects.
Nice.
I love that ring. That's cool looking.
Yeah, that's very cool.
Nice.
I wish they had something that was just generic and not ice and snow, but
Well, yeah, but it's still cool looking at least, right?
it is pretty cool. It is pretty cool.
We'll just chalk it up to her
So
being
anything
a
within
nobody.
that gets the benefit, right? So you're good.
Yep.
And then we've got Oswald. What are you doing?
Well, first off, I'm going to cast Divine Favor on myself so that I get 1d4 radiant damage on my weapon attack.
And that's
And
a bonus
then-
action, correct?
Yep. And then I'm going to cast Heroism. And I'm going to place the first Heroism on Xerxes, which means I have to go touch him. And the other one I'm going to aim for Yuki.
You might as well go right here.
As he reaches out, Xerxes is going to look at him and go, "No touchy!" Wait, okay, that's fine.
I had no choice.
Okay, so you just gave them what?
Heroism. What it does is it makes it so that they cannot be frightened and gains temporary hit points equal to my spellcasting ability modifier at the start of each of my turns. Oh, sorry, each of their turns.
It doesn't stack, though, does it?
No, it doesn't stack.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay. Yeah, so make sure.
So what is your spell modifier? What's their bonus hit points did you give them?
Let me double check. My spell modifier is +4.
So you guys get 4 bonus temporary hit
I
points.
have a question about that, though, because with Armor of Agathis, I already get 10 temporary hit points. So does that mean I get 4 extra?
Yep.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure before I put it down.
Yep,
Yep,
that's
it's
back, that's
different,
back
a
to
different
back.
spell. So
Beautiful. Jeez.
And I think you also
Okay.
get the ones from Twilight Sanctuary as long as you stay in it.
Good Lord.
Yep.
Nope.
That
Where'd you
probably
see
isn't going to happen.
No.
Okay, so Pastor, you're up.
Sorry.
Pastor, You with
yeah,
us?
sorry. I am. I was doing my math and like trying to get the
Okay.
dice. Sorry. So I will cast my normal Zephyr Strike and things that I usually use at the beginning. And the first attack is a.
Who are you attacking?
I am going to attack the same person that Rin is, because that way I can have the whole sneak
Are
attack
you
thing.
using the
She's next.
blowgun?
Yes, I am going to use the blowgun.
So
But I
what's the
also am
range
going
on
to. The range on that is 25. I was planning on going right on the edge of the Twilight Sanctuary because I'm trying to spread out anyway, a little bit just in case. So
You're
yeah, I was
there.
like trying to get, like right there.
Yep. Okay.
Trying to be
So-
smart about it and try and kind of keep the group spread a little.
Yep.
And I'm going to aim for that person because that way I can get the benefit of her being next to it. And the first attack is a 22 to hit.
You hit.
Okay. That is 7 plus 8, so that's 15. 15 damage for the first attack. And I have not got a chance to roll the other one. Everybody's turns went faster than usual.
15 damage.
Yes. And then the second one.
He drops.
Sweet.
He drops to the ground.
So I won't get sneak attack on the other ones, but that's okay. And then because of Dread Ambusher, I'm allowed to attack again.
Okay, but now you're attacking
A second one, and I'm just because with the blowgun, I probably won't be able to reach any of them, though, will I?
You won't be able to reach any of the other ones.
Okay. So I won't be able to use that, will I? Okay.
No. You still got some movement. You can actually leave the circle, but
Well, yeah, I do have a bunch of movement because of Zephyr Strike. So yeah, I think I'll move into range, and then I'll move back in. Like I'll run in, use my blow dryer, and run back to the sanctuary. Does that make sense?
okay. You could probably get to there and get a shot on that one pyromancer.
Okay. Then that one would be a nat 20 to hit.
That hit.
Which doubles the main damage, so that is 14 damage plus 4, so that's 18 damage altogether.
Okay.
And that'll be my turn after I run back into the sanctuary.
Yep. And then you do that, and then you run back to the edge.
And how much temporary hit
Okay.
points was the sanctuary?
I don't know how many were in the sanctuary.
Yuki, how much is the temporary HP on the sanctuary?
It's 3.
3, okay.
Plus, I think it's also plus my spell modifier, so let me quickly check that.
Yeah, that way I can mark it so I don't forget. I'll put one of my dice down so I know.
Yeah, plus my cleric level, so I gotta quickly check what my cleric level is.
Your cleric level, if you're
You're
not
sick.
multi-class, would be 6.
Yeah, so it's
9.
3 plus 6.
9.
Yep.
Thank you.
Okay. Now, what you guys see on the battlefield as this is going on again around the outskirts, you see more battles going on, and we're gonna roll initiative here. But just to kind of let you know, there's a few things as well that you can do for your action that will have other effects in the actual combat scenario and everything else going on. So while you're engaging with this particular group, you can help to reinforce one of the barricades. You can take an action to do that rather than use your combat action. You can attempt to disrupt whatever elemental control they have over fire in this area. That is an option you can take. Or you can help to coordinate other Legion troops by assigning them and telling them to go in certain directions if you think you have that. And that will involve skills like survival, athletics, arcana, persuasion, and so on. So these are things that you can do during your combat action. So right now I'm going to have you roll initiative, though.
What was the first one, Deacon?
First one.
I got reinforced barriers.
Barricades, yeah.
What was the other one?
Disrupt elemental controls, and then coordinate Legion troops.
Okay, I put it in our thing so people can see it.
Okay, so we have Rin. What's your initiative?
16.
Okay, Serena.
21.
Xerxes.
19.
Okay. Yuki.
17.
Okay. Oswald.
4.
Nice.
And Passiflora.
That's so.
Dirty 20.
He said that so excitedly
Hey.
too. 4.
The top of the round is
I got
Serena.
4.
Serena, you get to go first.
I want to go last.
Okay. Looking at the barriers and such, do I see any that are nearby that might need help with
Yeah, there's
reinforcing the
one
barrier?
right over. Like, there's a barricade over here that you can help just to kind of to put it back up so people can hide behind it. Give them some kind of active cover if they were to move forward.
Okay, I think I'm going to do that. And try and stay within the sanctuary as much as I can at the moment.
Okay, so you're still in the sanctuary, and you're going to do that. You're going to need to make me for this. You're going to have to make me either an athletics or a survival roll.
Let's see, athletics. Hang on, sorry, I'm just looking for my thing. And you said it was survival or athletics, right? Okay.
Yep.
Do survival, okay. No, I will do athletics. So. Oh. Okay. And that would be a 22.
Okay. You start to stack up various bits of timber and log and brush and just kind of to barricade it up. And as you're doing so, some other troops come in behind you and start helping, and you guys do reinforce the barricade that's over on that side of the camp. With that, we move down to Passiflora. You're up.
With her doing the barrier, are there other barriers that need reinforced right this very second, or
right this very second? Not that you can
Okay.
within your reach. You
And
can
you said
do
that-
something with.
yeah, like calling the people over and stuff. The only way I'd be able to call them over is basically intimidating them. Like, if you don't help us, I know where you sleep, kind of thing. Otherwise,
that's probably
it's not really
gonna
gonna
work
help.
on this.
Exactly. So, and I doubt I can help with the magical side because I have no magic stuff at all. So it'd be better for me to attack, I think, at this time. So I will cast Hunter's Mark, and I'm going to specifically put it on the dragon-like creature because I figure he'll probably stay up the longest. And obviously no one's like standing by it, so I won't be able to use sneak attack. And I can't hide. But so I will just do my best and see what happens. All right, I got a nat 20. That works. That's not what I was expecting, but okay.
Okay.
And then that'll be a 7 And I don't think I have anything I can add on to it. We'll go. You know what? We'll go ahead and shoot it directly at the dragon, just a dragon-like creature. Because then I can get the damage off with the hunter's mark. So, and because it's a crit, that would double the 7. So that's 14, and then the 6, and 1 extra damage for the sneak for the hunter's mark. Yeah.
Okay, that's pretty good. Is that it for your turn?
Yeah. And I still have. Let's see, how much speed do I have? Because I think I can still go back into the barrier if I need to. Let's see here. If I still have 10 feet. Oh, that's just that turn. Okay, no, I can't. So I'm out there. Yeah.
Okay, so you're out
It's
there.
just that first round.
That was your turn, and then next up is Xerxes.
All right. I'm gonna fly up so that I am. Oh, okay. Here. Let me see if I can do this. I'm gonna fly up 30 feet and then move forwards so that I am kind of flying above Passiflora, but like to the right slightly.
Right here.
Yeah, that was good. And I'm gonna cast Silence.
Ooh.
I'm gonna cast
Nice.
Silence, and I'm gonna put it probably right in front of the dragon. My goal is to kind of catch both pyromancers. If
Yeah.
it's a 20-foot sphere, I should be able to. I believe.
20-foot
Sorry, yeah, 20-foot radius sphere centered on a point within range, which is like 120 feet. So.
Yeah, that's about it right there, centered.
Beautiful.
So-
That works perfectly. So there is now no noise, and you cannot cast spells that use verbal commands.
Yep, understandable. Just let me double check something here.
However, since I'm 30 feet up, as a bonus action, I'm going to give Bardic Inspiration to Oswald. You can use that in a myriad of different ways, so I'll let you know when it comes to your turn.
Yep.
Okay, is that it?
That is my turn, sir. Thank you.
Okay, and then next up is this thing. You're 30 feet up, so it's really not going to matter.
Wished frogs.
Yay, flying!
This is the bad thing
as
about how
it comes forward, and it's almost like a drake or a salamander kind of a look to it, but it's big, and it's kind of slinking over, and it kind of looks at you, Passiflora, and its mouth opens, and all of a sudden you see smoke, and then you see flames. I need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
Yeah,
Oh, no.
I kind of figured that was coming.
Well, hopefully I've slowed down the pyromancers at least.
Of course, I roll really bad for that.
Oh no.
Isn't that how it always works?
have? I know, right? I couldn't have gotten that 20 on the save. Well, I'd rather get on the attack anyway, but still, dex save. An 11.
Oh dear.
Oh, dear.
That's 16 points of fire damage.
That's how much?
16 points of fire damage.
16. Okay.
Ouch.
You did have 9 temporary hit points, so that might
That's
soak
true.
up the middle of that.
That's
Yeah,
good.
I will soak up
Yeah,
some of that.
that'll take some of those
make
off.
that'll make it. 7.
And I believe that is his action. And then that takes us to Yuki. You're up.
Okay. Well, since most of the people have moved out of my circle, I'm going to first move up closer to where Pacifier and Xerxes is.
Heck yeah. Sorry, I only have so much foot range, so I can't run in and out. I don't have enough movement to run in and out. I'm a little bitty frog. I only have so much feet.
What's that?
Yeah, it does, I think.
Yes.
What does?
Yep.
The circle.
Okay.
My circle moves with me.
Oh no, that's fine. I'm okay. Don't worry about it. I'm good.
That puts pretty much everybody except for Xerxes and Serena back in it.
That's fine.
That's fine.
What else are you doing, Yuki?
Next I want to what is it called?
Oh,
Next
shit.
I'm gonna cast I think it's called
I know.
what is it called? 1 second, I've lost what it was. Oh, so I want to do Visitant Blessing on whoever's closest I can touch.
Well, you can go up and you can reach Passiflora, you can reach Oswald, you'd have to move a little bit, but you can reach within your range of walking.
The problem with going to Passiflora is that you would be in the zone of silence, which means that you can't cast verbal spells.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think it's a verbal one. I think it's a touch one.
Does it say somatic or vocal?
If it has a V, it's.
If it has a V on it.
It says, Vigilant Blessing at first level, the knight has taught you to be vigilant. As an action, you give one creature you touch, including possibly yourself, advantage on the next initiative roll.
Okay, cool.
The creature mates the benefit.
Yeah, it sounds like it's an ability that you just touch.
Okay, cool.
Yeah,
That's an ability,
that's
not
an
a
ability,
spell.
Yeah.
I apologize.
No,
I
Right,
need
it's
that
an
kind of
ability,
guy.
not a spell.
So I think as long as I just cap us, he should get it.
Yeah.
What are you doing? Passiflora, Rin?
Well, Passiflora got her butt kicked last round, so let's go with touching Passiflora.
Oh no, the poison!
Oh, I should have.
No, if she touches my cloak, she's fine. She just can't touch my direct skin.
Essentially, I'm going up behind her and patting her on the back, so she's fine.
Yeah.
So you
like
cast
a quick like a little hiss at you, and then okay, and then it keeps going.
Passiflora.
So let's see. You give one creature you touch, including possibly yourself, advantage on the next initiative roll.
Advantage, okay.
The creature mates the benefit and immediately after the roll. Oh, okay, it's an initiative roll. So that's kind of pointless. Yeah, that's kind of pointless anyways. I thought it was for something else. I'm sorry.
No, you go.
Okay. So with that, actually, what I'm going to do, Passiflora, is I'm going to move you up one initiative.
Oh, that's a cool idea. I like that.
Yeah.
That's neat.
I'll do that.
I like
Fine.
that. Okay.
All right, so that is your action, and then next up after Yuki, that would be me, and that would be these guys who are a little bit annoyed at this point. However,
but we can't hear them being annoyed, so it's okay.
20.
Oh, now you can hear him.
5, 10.
He moved out.
Yeah, I'll get them. Don't worry. You win this round, Mr. DM.
Do they though? Because now they've been pushed separated away from each other.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It does control the battlefield some.
That it does.
Yeah, they've actually put further apart.
Yep.
However,
And that one is now right next to Rin, so she can mess him up.
Yep, exactly. It kind of pushed it towards Rin.
Just quickly mention, I did end my turn in my circle again, so I'm giving myself some more temporary hit points.
Yep.
Yeah.
Don't you always end your turn in your circle?
Pretty much, yeah. But I can choose between that or the other benefit. But the other thing is making like fear and stuff.
Yuki, Passiflora, and Xerxes. I need you guys to make me a dexterity saving throw, please.
Mother.
Yeah, mother.
Does that? Oh, it
I'm gonna have to use
even though I'm
my
30 feet up.
It's a sphere. He's targeting it off the ground to reach you.
Beautiful. Okay, cool. Just making sure.
Let's see here. That's
Okay, you're gonna have to help me out here.
16.
7.
I'm rolling horrific.
That's
That's not
actually
bad. 16's good.
that's
That's
actually
not bad.
that's actually funny.
Only because I have a +7. That's the only reason.
Coming from the guy who wrote a 1 on initiative.
That's actually really funny. That's actually really funny because I only have a +3 to it, and I also got 16.
30.
You know what's funny?
I
I
got
also
too
rolled
confident
16,
about
but I
having
have
the
a
code of
+2.
silence. That's what it is.
Okay, so
Sorry.
Yuki, what did you roll?
You all rolled 16.
Everybody rolled 16. Okay, you all made the saving throw, so you take half damage. It's 15 fire damage.
Ooh,
And then a fireball goes off, poof,
Is
right
15
in that
the
area.
main amount, or was that the is that the
That's the
amount?
half amount. It
That's
I
was
the
didn't
half.
30
ask
Thank you.
how big the room is. I said I cast fireball.
Yeah, pretty much.
Reaction.
Yep.
Hellish rebuke.
Oh yeah, get him! Get him! Get him, Xerxes!
Whoever did that needs to make a dexterity saving throw.
Also, can I also do a reaction?
Well, reactions to reactions. So yeah. So
Rebuke was violent for one of them.
Oh, that's right. I forgot you can
only
do
one
the
person.
violence.
This is so far all that's cast this spell this so far this round is this guy right here.
Yeah.
How much does he
rebuke
take,
of violent
Xerxes?
affects one.
Did he needs to make a dexterity
Yeah.
saving throw?
It's
And
dexterity save.
he also
And he
needs to
fails.
make.
Okay. He takes. Give me 1 second. I'll find it. I'm just gonna cast it at level 1. He takes. That's not bad. 9 fire damage. But I'm sure he's probably resistant.
Damage.
Yeah.
He also needs to take a wisdom saving throw, please.
I like our
Second.
reactions.
Yeah. Reactions are fun.
Okay.
Did he pass?
And he failed the
Hang on.
wisdom save as well.
There you go.
Okay, so he will take 19. Basically, he says on a successful on a failed save, he takes radiant damage equal to what it just cast.
So that would be 15 damage. Well, we got 15 damage. So
So my question is,
So
would it be the original amount or the halved amount?
I'm thinking it would probably be the original amount.
Okay.
It would
Okay.
make sense because that's what he actually
Yes.
did. Right?
yeah, we
Yes,
just dodged it.
All
Yeah.
that damage back on him, basically.
He drops. Actually, wait.
Oh,
Oh, it's radiant. You said radiant damage. Okay.
it is radiant.
So he does drop.
Oh.
Now, the other guy.
That's what happens when you hit us with a fireball. I don't know.
You should have asked what size the room was.
Right?
So the other pyromancer that's standing there looking at this point at Rin, you see both his hands come up, and there's flames in his hands
Oh, okay.
as he points them both in your direction, and those flames become scorching rays that blast out 3 of them right directly at you.
Ouch.
Act as a scorcher.
No, it's probably just scorching.
Scorching ray. Scorching ray
Oh.
is actually a spell.
19 to hit and 20 to hit.
Yeah, I was
and
thinking
a
it's the
10.
worst
So that
one.
one probably misses you. So 2 hits.
That's not
Do
bad.
I get a saving throw or anything?
Nope.
It's
No,
against
it's
your
a-
AC.
Oh,
So-
reaction. I can't take reaction because I already took
Nope,
reaction.
you already took your reaction. Yep.
10 points
you're
of
lucky.
fire damage.
10?
Oh, wait,
No.
no. Yeah,
Yeah.
never mind. Yeah, never mind. Reaction. Son of a diddly. I could have silvery barbed it.
Okay, and that was 2. That's that turn. That's 19. So now we're gonna move on to
Question, Deacon, the one that we hit, is he down or not?
Yeah.
Oh.
It's why he's
Oh,
got
okay.
the dead
Yeah,
lightning
we
around him.
demolished
Oh wait,
him.
you don't see
Yeah.
him. Yeah, bring him where he
Yeah,
is.
it's too far down, so we couldn't see him. Yeah.
We wrecked him.
Man, I think that brings us now actually to Rin. Rin, it's your turn.
Rin looks extremely pissed, straight at him, and uses flurry of fans.
Get him, Ren.
Get him!
So
Get
you're
him, Ren!
rushing right up to him.
Oh yeah,
All right.
Get him, Ren! Get him! Sorry, I'm excited.
Okay, go ahead.
24 to hit.
That hits.
16 to hit.
That hits too.
Ha! Sorry.
And nat 20.
And that hits as well.
All right.
As a
So-
reaction on your first hit,
Uh-huh.
you see his one hand come up to go to block, and flames just right in front of you and burn you for 3 points
Hellers for
of fire
being-
damage additional. But now you can roll your damage.
These are warlocks.
Yeah, I got similar stuff. Yep.
Yeah, I know that.
Yeah.
12.
12, yeah, okay.
See tricks.
10.
This dragon's gonna be long.
Okay.
And wait, no, that's not right. And 15.
Okay.
Oh,
And he dropped.
and sorry. He needs to do a dex saving throw or be dazed.
Yeah, he's not moving.
Oh.
Did.
I just I didn't notice that. I just ran up and shredded him.
He's kind of dead weight at this point.
Overkill.
Very good. So that is the end of Rin's turn, and guess what? We're finally down to Oswald.
Okay, I just want to remind the DM and everybody else that I have aura protection now. So whenever a friendly creature within 10 feet of me makes a saving throw, that creature gains a bonus to the saving throw equal to my charisma modifier, which is +5.
That's cool.
Sorry, +4. And I must be conscious to grant this bonus. So yeah.
But by the way, did Xerxes end his turn in my bubble?
No, it technically hasn't been the end of
Oh,
my
you're above
turn
it,
yet.
aren't you? Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's not the end.
We haven't gotten
Technically,
to it.
I'm going to use my bonus action to compel duel the dragon.
Yeah, just let me know because it says every time like you guys end your turn in my bubble, I'm supposed to like roll and give you guys things.
Right. Well, and also with Xerxes
Okay.
being 30 feet up, he might be without it, above it.
So,
It says it goes up to 30 feet, so he might just be.
Okay, it might be it. He might just
Depending
be it.
again, you said when you can. Okay, guys, pause.
Sorry.
We're kind of going over Oswald's turn at this point,
Sorry.
but it's also Yuki. When you cast a spell, you said it was centered on you.
Yes.
Therefore, it's a bubble, so you got half a bubble going out 15 feet.
It has
Going out 30 feet.
Yeah, it just says a 30-foot radius, so I'm not exactly sure, but it's supposed to be centered on me. So
Yeah, it's centered on you. So if you had centered it above you, then it would be a bigger radius and it would follow you like a globe, right?
Mhm.
So you got to kind of, that's why the fireball, when he cast it, he didn't cast it at the ground. He cast it midair so it would hit Xerxes in the air.
Sorry.
You gotta watch when it's when they say spheres and that and a radius, it's a bubble.
yeah, that's why I said I'm not sure. We'd have to figure it out exactly where he was. So
Yeah.
Sorry about that.
Either way, Oswald, you are going to compel duel. What is the range on compel duel?
Let me double check. 30 feet. So I have to get within 30 feet of the dragon.
15, 20, 25. You only got to move up 5 feet, so you're good.
So I'm just gonna move up 5 feet and go. Hey, you overgrown lizard!
Okay,
Fight me!
what's his saving throw?
It says a wisdom saving throw is up against my, spell save DC, which is 15.
Meets it, beats it. So he's not required to do it.
Crazy.
And if that's the case, then I'm going to go in and just divine smite him then.
So you're going to
Using
run
a
up.
level 2 slot.
Okay, roll the hit.
Not 20.
No.
Oh, nice.
That's actually impressive that I rolled that. Okay, so with the divine smite, also I'm going to be activating inspiring smite. Oh wait, that's also a bonus action. Never mind.
I was
Yeah, I can
saying,
only do
don't
one
think
spell
you
at a
can
time
do
usually.
those,
Yeah, my mistake.
That's okay.
So yeah, I'm just going to channel divinity then. Well, sorry, not channel divinity. Divine smite, I mean. And that is a 3d8. Where's my d8? 4, 7, 7.
Okay,
So
14
18
points
damage
damage.
total.
Okay, 18 damage in total. Okay.
Eat the dragon.
All right, is that it for you?
No, I get a second attack because I get extra attack now. So I'm going to attack the dragon again.
Don't forget, you have bardic inspiration.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's
I'm definitely going to be using it.
well. I was going to say you can add it to the damage roll if you want as well.
Yeah.
If you guys look in the YouTube chat, somebody's asked whether or not the chicken gets a pecking bonus.
Probably.
I like that. I
Yeah.
saw that.
Okay.
No, but he is last in the pecking order.
Pecking order.
I'm gonna take that 19, and I'm gonna apply the bardic inspiration to my damage
It's
because I assume I hit it.
I believe. Give me 1 second. I'll
Yeah.
check.
All right,
Yeah, the D6.
rolling a d10. 8, and then I have to roll a d6 for the inspiration. 6,
Nice.
double sixes. No, 8 and 6. So
14.
yeah. Sorry, I mispronounced that.
Okay. Are you done?
Yeah, oh yeah, I'm done now.
Okay. And that leaves one left person to go, and that's this dude over here. Yep, he hasn't used that yet. So you see him switch hands with his saber, reach down into his belt and grab something and toss it in your direction. And it is what, 5, 10, 15 feet he's trying to throw. And I think a 20 will hit that space. I need Yuki, Passiflora, and Oswald to make me dexterity saving throws, please. As something hits the ground and it explodes in a burst of fire.
I know those are. Huh.
Alchemist fire.
Even worse.
So you said it was dexterity?
Yep.
Yep.
So it doesn't really matter because I rolled a nat 1.
Ooh.
But I have a plus 3 to that.
Hey, so you got 4. There you go. All right.
Oswald rolled a 17, by the way, total.
Okay, so Oswald, you're taking 4 damage. Yuki, you take 9.
It's a
Passiflora, what did you roll?
Hang on a second. I'm sorry, I did not get a chance to roll My dad called me. What was the roll I need to roll?
Sorry, dexterity saving throw.
All right. I rolled really bad again. Lovely.
Change the dice.
Brain. I did change the die. My brain cannot think. 5 plus 7. My brain does not think.
Do you need this, Passiflora?
So that's 12.
Yeah,
so you
right.
failed your save.
He
So you
does.
take 9 points of fire damage.
Dice
Nine, okay.
scale.
Did you get that?
In this
Okay.
Yes.
dunce hat.
All
Get
right.
that.
Is the end of the round. Now, do not forget as well, there are still battles going on all around you. There are still the disrupt elemental controls in this area, which is an Arcana check you can do for your action, or there's to help coordinate the other Legion troops by using persuasion to kind of get them to go where they should be going, or where you think they should be going. So those actions can be your actions as well. But at the top of the round, we're going to have Passiflora this time because she did get bumped up in the initiative order.
Passiflora.
I already rolled for my attack for the next round. I rolled a nat 2, so I don't think it's going to do anything.
Okay, so you missed horribly.
Yes, it
Pew pew.
And then we have, next up from that is Serena.
Oh, okay. So I also pre-rolled. I got a net 20.
Oh, that's where all my good luck went.
So the
Okay,
fake.
Serena, you were over by the barricades, correct?
Yes.
Mhm.
That's
I
what
was
you were
gonna-
doing?
Huh?
So you're actually just off the screen. You're over here.
Yes.
Just so I know.
Yeah. I was gonna move 5 feet up or forward, and fire my bow at the enforcer dude.
Oh, this guy on the bottom here?
Yeah, he's the only one left alive other than the dragon, right?
So you're doing this? Moving
Yes.
forward?
Yes.
Yeah, the dragon, and then this guy way over here.
That's the one I'm hitting.
Okay, so you're firing your bow at him. Okay.
Yes. It is currently still a magic weapon. So I figured that would be helpful. I am going, and let's see, I reroll my thingy, so
Probably have to go far.
6.
Usually go there.
12, and then that would be 16 damage for the first hit, and then and then 4. Okay. And 9. And for the second hit, it would be 19, 26 to hit,
Yep, it hits.
and then that would be 9 damage. For the second hit.
And he drops.
Nice. Okay.
Okay, so at the end of your turn, the brush behind you that is kind of burning just kind of flares all of a sudden. I need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
Okay.
I feel like I wish I had Suvis right now.
Okay. So 19. Dex. Okay. 24.
Okay, so you only take 3 points of fire damage.
Now,
From-
question. If you're not proficient in Arcana, can you still do the disrupt elemental thing, or does it require proficiency in Arcana?
It does require proficiency in Arcana. You're doing something very, very specific.
Okay.
Mhm.
Also, and that's my turn.
Okay. Next up in our initiative order is Xerxes. That's you.
Okay. I guess there's only another dragon left, so I'm gonna rain hellfire down on him. I'm gonna oh no, you know what? No. What kind of elemental thing did you say we could help with or assist with or what have you?
Well, it's not elemental. It's disrupting the elemental control.
Okay.
Something in this area is working with ambient flame magic, intensifying their spells.
Okay. Can I try to disrupt that somehow?
Yep. So you start your chittering, humming, whatever your legs going, vibrating,
that's
whatever that resonant sound. You guys see Xerxes kind of revert to something you really haven't seen before. Very, I wouldn't really say primitive. That's not really the right word for it, but very natural for his ancestry. And all of a sudden, he's radiating a magic that seems to be trying to counter the disruptive forces. Roll me an Arcana check. Ooh.
17 plus 20, 23.
All the flames in this area reduce and lower.
Yeah.
Cool.
Love it.
Go, Xerxes.
And as a bonus action, I'll give magical inspiration. Well, I'll give inspiration to bardic inspiration to Rin.
Yay,
Okay.
me.
On that initiative, it is the Drake. It is an Ember Drake whelp that you were facing off with this guy.
Mhm.
He is going to breathe once again in the direction of Oswald, Passiflora, and Yuki.
Mhm. Yeah, I forgot to
So you
move.
do need to make dexterity saving throws, please.
Please let me actually roll well this time.
I
21.
need to bring you more dice.
Nope, I'm good. My luck always comes back. It just takes a little bit.
8. Okay. And he uses 1 less fire damage.
Apparently, I'm on fire today.
Okay.
Literally.
Yuki, what did you roll?
So remember how I got that one last time? This time I
Yep.
got a 3 with plus 3 to that, so I got a 6.
Okay, so you take the full 8 fire damage.
Yep.
Passiflora.
I got a dirty 20.
So you only take 4 points of fire damage.
And I will use the temporary
Oswald.
HP because I ended my turn in there. So.
How much do I take?
I don't know. What'd you roll?
What's your
I rolled a 21.
Okay, so you take 4 points.
Okie dokie.
Okay, and then that brings us down to Yuki. It's actually your turn.
Okay, I'm gonna actually use blindness / deafness on the dragon.
Okay.
Let me just double check how that works.
I just need another saving throw. I'll pretty much tell you that he's. Just need to know what save it is. I think
Yeah,
it's a wisdom save.
That's what I'm trying to find. A Constitution saving throw.
Constitution. Okay. And he fails.
Okay, so he's blind now. We now have a blind dragon.
Yay!
Nice.
That means I can hide from it. This just gets interesting.
Is that the end of your turn?
In the silent circle, everybody can hide from it.
I of course.
Okay, so Ren, you're up.
All right, I'm going to flank the Drake And I'm going to flurry of fans his backside.
Okay.
12.
Misses. Kind of bounces off his hide.
Dirty 20.
Hit.
And 18.
Hits.
All right, so he gets 13 points and sorry, bug. 13 and 16, and he needs to make a dexterity saving throw.
And he drops.
Oh,
Never mind.
yay me!
Oh, I had a whole plan, but that's okay. We got him.
You sure did.
Go Red.
See, this is what happens when you let Rin near the catnip.
You guys regroup a little bit in this particular scenario so that you are, you're all fairly close to one another by the time this is all played out. There are forces that are going around. Does anybody want to take the one attempt that was left to help coordinate the attack of the Emerald Legion? Okay.
And if you don't mind, I'm gonna take this opportunity, if I'm allowed, to try to reinforce the barricade.
That's already been done.
Never mind.
It's persuasion, right, Deacon?
I need a persuasion roll, yes.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah. The person who's really good at persuasion.
I'll let you do it. I don't do that. I just intimidate.
So I got a nat 20. Yay!
Okay,
Plus,
so you definitely you help with the other commanders that are there that are coming up and around you. You help coordinate because you've noticed certain holes that can be filled, certain barricades that are still standing. So you do help coordinate those forces get to where they need to be on the battlefield as things continue. At this point, as the smoke begins to clear a little bit around your immediate vicinity, the fires lower thanks to Xerxes' abilities of lowering that elemental energy. Things begin to clear, and the enemy line here falters. You hear calls in the distance of retreat, echoing from the forest edge. Emerald Legion banners rise again above scorched barricades, and the wounded are gathered under makeshift canopies of leaf and vine. The ground beneath you still trembles, but not from battle, but something deeper. A low hum, harmonic and growing stronger, thrums beneath the earth. Up in the sky, you see Twig descending once more in his draconic form, hovering near the ridge. He speaks not with words, but with presence, an ancient elemental pull that draws your gaze towards the deeper grove. The accord is not finished, a nearby commander growls, but the grove is changing. The gate, it calls. The time for reaction is over. Now you must choose where to strike next before the accord reaches what they seek first.
Oh dear.
Now, in this moment, you take the time, you do a quick battlefield loot, which is what I'm assuming you will do. You're not going to leave things just lying on the ground beside the fallen. You do find an arcane seal of ember. Someone is keeping a note of that. I don't know who's taking notes in the group right now.
That'd be me.
Serena.
Okay, so an arcane seal of ember. There's 45 gold pieces.
No.
There is one potion of fire resistance.
Put that on somebody.
And there is one flamethrower tube left.
Say that again.
It's called a flamethrower tube. It's used as a wand. That one guy used instead of kind of hurled it like almost.
Oh, okay. I was going to say, is it like a one and done or?
Yeah. It's a 30-foot reach of 3d6 fire damage. It's a one-use item.
Yeah, but still nice.
Can you get those stats again, Deacon?
Okay, so the flamethrower tube is a 30-foot range.
Okay.
It's a then it's a 20-foot diameter.
Okay.
3d6 fire damage, and they would need to make a DC 13 dexterity saving throw.
Does that require being a magic user to use?
Nope. That's
Yeah,
what those
yeah,
skirmish. That's what the
have
skirmisher
it.
used. Kinda,
Yeah,
Awesome.
I don't need
Give
it.
it to the cat.
I'm dope.
Give it to the cat. I have
Yeah, is
hot
that a
dog.
good idea? The chaotic neutral one.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds like a bad idea.
I don't know. It could be fun. I mean,
I mean,
Yeah, that
he's
sounds like a bad idea.
good at avoiding us, so.
yeah, as long as it doesn't go towards us, I'm cool.
Yeah.
So pushing forward as you guys get this, and you divide those things up as you choose. Smoke and mist coil through the twisted boughs of Crimson Grove, carrying with them the scent of scorched bark and ozone. From your position near these breach barricades, you see flashes of spellfire still in the distance. Hear the clash of steel on stone and steel on steel, and feel the tremors of distant elemental surges. Legion messengers dart between the brush, issuing updates. The battle is spreading. Cord forces are retreating, but they are making tactical pushes in key areas within the grove. You are not the only line of defense, but you may be the difference between victory and catastrophe. You're given your orders of choice from Twig. You can do a flank disruption. You can do a ritual interference, or you can do a supply sabotage.
Well, what are the details of each one of those? Like what?
The flank disruption is like a footpath skirmish that you're going to have to do. It's just a straight combat, straight up. The ritual interference will deal with the Etherbloom magic and channeling.
Okay.
There will be an encounter most likely there as well in combat. And the supply sabotage is basically they have certain supply points that you are pointed out towards that you can basically detonate and destroy. So those are the three tasks that are at hand. You can choose one to move forward.
What was the second task? I got the other two.
Second task deals with the Etherbloom, ritual interference. Because again, they're still trying to. They think they're awakening this Etherbloom gate that is long forgotten within this grove. That's what the Accord is. They think they're trying to do. You guys have kind of had a little bit of insight into that already. That it's much more than just a gate that they're messing with, and they probably don't even know it, or maybe they do. You're not sure. But those are your options.
And do we all go together, or do we split up? Or?
It's a group effort. As a group, you got to decide which. I mean, your commanding our Twig basically has said these are the three things that he needs groups to do.
Yeah,
and you guys can pick one of them.
I think that we're really good at destroying things. We can let the cat loose on the supplies. She could do that really well. We have two sneakies. We have Passiflora.
Just tell me it's a scratching post.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Go for it. Also, we have a very fast ostrich who can also very quickly destroy supplies. Or our cleric could keep us all up. And Xerxes, I'm pretty sure you could come up with something to help too.
I imagine I can probably destroy a couple of things. Sure.
So you guys are thinking on taking the supply sabotage mission?
That's what I was thinking as well. Yeah.
That is where I'm going. Okay, what?
Also, it says, while I do agree that would be a good way to deal with the army in question, there is also the matter of the ritual, which I know they've already opened it somewhat, but it might be a good idea to consider whether or not we want them to be able to try to open it fully.
We failed the last time we tried that.
I can't believe I'm saying this, but I agree with the chicken.
A burr?
So I was kind of leaning towards the Etherbloom as well because I feel like that's the most important thing. But I do agree with what Serena is saying is we already tried to disrupt the first time and did not do well at it. So with our understanding of the other groups, is there a better group to do that than us? Because if there is a better group than us, then you get what I'm saying. We might want to play to our strengths, and I do think that the running and gunning for the supplies might play better to our strengths versus the Etherbloom. So I'm kind of waffling between the two.
I mean, honestly, I'm okay with any of them. The Etherbloom does kind of fit with the theme that, not necessarily the theme, but I mean, we've been searching for the Etherbloom, and we've been trying to figure out the mystery of the Etherbloom and trying to do this whole thing with the Etherbloom. Maybe we should just stick with that and keep down the path.
What do you think, Yuki?
Yeah.
I kind of agree with them that maybe it would be better to keep down the path. I'm not sure about the Etherbloom, if it would be good for that or not.
So, supplies?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Yeah. So she's sticking supplies. So we are at a deadlock, in other words.
I mean, I can break that deadlock
really.
and say supplies because, again, yes, I like the idea of finding out about the Etherbloom and that sort of stuff, but looking at our strengths, I feel that we would do better at the other thing.
I agree. So supplies it is.
I'm down for whatever you guys want to do. True neutral.
My only worry is that, if they succeed with their ritual, then it doesn't matter how many supplies we disrupt because we're all dead anyway.
Well,
Is
we've got to
someone
rely
else-
on the rest of our armies as well, though.
Are other groups
you guys
going
are only
to-
one spoke in this wheel. Just remember that.
Okay.
Hey, I got main character syndrome over here.
That's what I was saying. Like, there may be other people that are better specialized to that than us. So I feel like it might be better to do the supplies.
Yeah.
Let's blow some stuff up.
Yeah.
So you're gonna
All right,
blow
let's
some stuff up?
kill them and take their shit.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay, we're blowing shit up. So that's we're gonna open this up so I can place these out here.
It's time to take away this army's ability to supply their forces.
Okay. So you guys are given basically a packed magical. You get 3 of these to destroy crates and whatever else to set this magical charge, and then get out of the way. So that's what you are given as you go, and you. Oops. I did that.
Also, just takes one and just goes, "I'll take this one."
If I can get it done within the first round, I can go pretty fast myself.
Oswald says, "I'll take the one I'll take the furthest one."
Yes, because you're the fastest, and you can stay fast. Where I can only do it in one turn.
Oh, I'm gonna have to read something interesting today.
So who else is fast?
I can go 40 feet pretty quick.
Yeah, me too.
Plus, I can fly up, so if I can...
That's true.
That's something, and then...
It's up to you. I have to actually cast a spell to be able to go fast, so it may be better to rely on you guys to go the speed and us cover you. Because I can do a lot of coverage as well.
I'll blow it up just so you guys can actually see it.
Okay.
Mother.
That's
Wow.
cool.
That's very cool.
A giant enemy spider.
I like it.
Because I'm taking the notes. Oswald's taking one. Who's taking the second one and the third one?
Rin and
It's a four-handed one.
Yeah, why don't I try to handle this guy in the middle? I can keep him busy.
I'm gonna help you handle him.
Why don't me and Passiflora take one?
Okay.
That's fine. I can do that.
Okay.
And you can support the people taking on the
Big guy.
the giant enemy spider
Look at
robot.
that, being a team. Jeez.
We got a Barklock, a Click, and a Paladin going up against the spider.
Who is taking the lead?
I'll do it. I'll do it.
Why don't
Alright.
the three spider people take the lead? Just to keep it distracted.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Are you Serena? You're taking the lead.
Mhm.
Are you approaching with stealth or with caution or?
The other three are being sneaky, right? Trying to get around.
I know I will be.
So
'cause
I think
basically,
our
I only have one turn to run out, so I'm
Yeah,
going to try and
yeah,
get as close as I can first before I have to cast Zephyr Strike.
Why don't we make as much noise as we can to try to
that's my
distract?
thought. I'm gonna run straight at it
I like it.
and getting all the attention of it. Just come get me, type thing.
You're running straight at the creature.
Yeah, we're gonna make as much noise as we possibly can.
What's your movement rate?
I can only move about
They're gonna Leroy Jenkins this.
Leroy Jenkins,
Nice.
and I'm leading the charge. It's hilarious. I can only move 30 feet, unfortunately, but I am trying.
But that's good because you'll hopefully pull him away from the
Yeah.
supply.
Yeah, that was my
But
thought.
we don't want to get too close to him because we want him to walk
Yeah.
away from it.
Yeah.
Yeah. 5, 10.
Well, except for that, you might blow up with them, which would be nice. So.
Trying to get about 25 feet. 25 feet. That way I can pull him to me.
15, 20, 25 to
Yeah.
there.
About there, yeah.
Okay.
Try and pull him to me.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully. And attack him. Let me roll.
Selkie put on tank stance.
Yes, Sucky put on tank stance. She has been learning from the other paladin, the four glory paladin.
I rubbed off on Serena.
No aggro for you, Oswald.
Oh, she's taking all the aggro. Okay, so I am gonna use my bow at the moment because it's not close enough for me to actually whap it.
I had my fun with the dragon.
And yay! I'm rolling that 20, so yay! I am doing all the aggro right now. So, that would be a numbers. So that would be 15 damage for the first hit.
Okay.
And actually, no. Has it been more than an hour since our first combat?
Nope.
So that would be 16 damage because my bow is still a magic weapon.
Mm-hmm.
And then for my second hit. Ooh, nice. $25 to hit.
Hits.
$9 damage.
Okay.
And that's my turn.
So as you fire two arrows into this thing, you see the arrows pierce between metallic pieces and what looks like flesh and arcane energy knitting it all together. As you hit twice and you damage it, you see it start to knit back together again.
Mm.
Even with a magic weapon?
Yep.
This sucker has nanotech.
Yeah, pretty much.
Interesting.
Auto repair.
Son of a bitch. That's cheating.
So who's next?
I was going to
going
follow
next?
up behind her.
Me.
Okay. Are you in the air?
No. Again, I'm standing like right beside her.
Okay.
And I am going to. No, I don't want to do that. 1 second, sorry. I apologize. Well, let's do a Starry Wisp.
Okay.
Let's see. Whoa, that's a nat 20. Holy shit.
Nice.
How do you do nat 20s?
Double the initial roll. That's it.
Okay, so the initial roll is 6. So he takes 12 radiant damage, and he is emitting dim light in a 10-foot radius, and therefore he cannot benefit from the invisible condition, just in case that's something he was going to do. That is my first nat 20 tonight. Oh, jeez.
Nice.
Finally.
Very nice. Okay. Who is next up?
I would say Yuki should go next, but
I
Yeah.
know Rin had
Us.
called earlier.
Keep the distracting, just team distracting.
Okay, Yuki, where are you going?
Trying to think of where would be the best place to distract them from.
Well, with you having your abilities to support them, you might want to be near them. So if you
Yeah.
pull your sanctuary up again, you'll be able to sanctuary them.
Okay, so I'll go like beside Serena and Zotzi's. I blanked his
Okay.
name for it again. I always blank how to say his name.
All right, so you move up beside Serena. Anything else?
Well, we're not really fighting right now, so I don't think I can really cast any spells or anything. So
Yeah, sure you can. Whatever
Yeah,
you
you
want
can.
to do.
They attacked.
Serena's already hit it twice.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's see.
Oh, it's cool. Like Starry Wisp.
mess it up quick.
Yeah. Hit it with something. You probably got Guiding Bolt, don't you? You're a cleric.
Yeah, I do have guided bolt. I'm just trying to remember how it works.
It's just a ranged spell attack.
Yeah,
And
I'm
when you hit, it's 46 damage, and they have the next person who hits it has advantage.
okay. So I'm doing guided bolt.
Guiding Bolt's fun.
Yeah,
Okay.
so it's good.
Might be so I need to roll 4d6s, right?
What's
See if
the,
it attacks
is it a
first.
saving
Hit-
throw or
You gotta
what?
hit it. You gotta hit it first.
Yeah, what's the attack thing I gotta roll first?
Roll a d20.
Okay, so we got a 18 plus, I guess, spell modifier. So let me go find that.
Yeah, your spell
Attack
attack modifier.
You'll have a plus something.
Spell attack bonus is +7, so
Jeez.
18 plus 7 is
25.
so
25.
yeah, 25.
Good God. I hope that hits. Jeez. If not, we are in serious trouble. Okay.
Oh, okay. Well, never mind about needing to distract it, because you just took it out.
Very nice.
Who's next?
Oh, Ricky.
Go, Rin.
So I dash up to the location right beside there. I plant the charge and I bugger the fuck off.
You staying close to the group, or are you just buggering off?
I'm just buggering off.
Okay, so you get to about there. I don't know if I can even see you on the map, but yeah, I can.
Yeah.
Okay. Making sure. And that is initiative 4, or it's basically 4 in. Who is going next?
Tackle for.
All right. I'll throw it to the next closest one, because and I'll walk in and then I'll dart out.
So you're doing
Because I'll use my
here.
Zephyr Stick to run out. Yeah.
And you set the charge.
Yep, set the charge. Sever strike. Run out.
Okay.
And
As you're
that'll
running
be
out,
it.
please make me a dexterity saving throw.
Okay. And with the Zephyr Strike, I can go like 65 miles an hour, feet.
Yep.
All right. Okay. Dex save. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. That's a 14.
Actually, you made your save, so it's only you can have
Okay.
damage.
Oh, I'm so glad I have a high dex save modifier because I am rolling so bad.
7 points of fire damage as the area you're standing in, just as you're taking off, explodes in a burst of flame. And then it sets your charge off early, and this goes up in flames. So it's gone.
Interesting. There must have been like a trap or something that we missed. And that was how much damage?
It's just
Sorry.
a volatile gas pocket. Set every so many.
Gas
so
pocket.
many
Okay.
turns.
Oh.
Yep.
How much damage was it again? I forgot it.
7 points.
Okay.
Nice.
And now Oswald's going to do his 60-foot charge to the thing, place the detonator, and then use his other 60 feet. Use his other action to make a 60-foot dash back over to Serena
Cool.
to guard her from any potential explosion.
Yeah.
Oh,
So you're gonna stand in front of him just in case? That's cute.
thank you.
Just trying to see the movement. Ooh, okay. Ooh, wow. Okay. Had to double check something here. Oh, there it is. You hear and then coming down from a tree,
That doesn't sound good.
tree over here, or from behind the tree, is another one of
Oh dear.
Hi.
Round 2, I see.
Bonus action hide.
Oh, this
Hey,
is
I'm below half health right now. I need to hide. I've only got 29 out of 67. Okay, I'm hiding.
Oh, Ren, you're just out of range. A cone of fire.
Oh,
It breathes out on Xerxes, Yuki, Serena, and Oswald.
Oh, dang.
I
Oh,
need
thank you for
a
letting me run
dexterity
downward.
saving throw, please.
Sorry, what is it, Con?
A cone of fire.
Which save?
Dexterity.
Where'd Pastor Flora go?
I went down. I'm glad I went down.
I rolled a nat 20.
nice.
that would be a 7 for me.
The buddy is getting cooked again.
Yeah.
22 from me.
Anybody in the
So
mood
those
for
are
Coney?
making save. Anybody who rolled over a 14 takes 7. Anybody who rolled under 14 takes 14.
Ouch.
Ooh, baby.
Tis but a scratch.
Not if I had.
Boom. Boom.
Oh dear.
That was the supply attack.
The glowing blue light that is on this thing begins to sparkle and change to red and start to pulse. What are you guys doing?
I think we made it mad.
I think we get the hell out of here because I think it's going to explode.
We need to run.
Could explode.
Okay. So Serena, you're running?
Possible.
Yeah, because I think it's gonna. I'm taking Xerxes' advice. I think it's gonna explode.
It certainly
You're
does
running.
get that impression.
Oswald,
Okay. Did Serena say that out loud?
Yes.
she's running.
Okay. Oswald is actually going to try to do something stupid and reckless, unfortunately. He's going to compel the thing to a duel and actually lure it away from the rest of the group.
Oh, trying to keep it.
They can make an escape.
All right. So either way, Xerxes and Serena, you're running. Yuki, what
But
are
I'm
you doing?
at 120 feet, so
I'm doing
Yeah,
the
you're trying to go the
smart
other way.
thing and trying to.
You running away?
Hell yeah.
Okay. So you guys are fleeing, leaving Oswald to basically compel duel. this
Uh-huh.
thing.
I'm
roll
hiding.
What do
Am
I
I
have to
out of
roll
its
again
range?
to resist the compel?
Well, wisdom saving throw against my
Okay,
15.
he voluntarily fails.
He
Okay.
voluntarily fails. Oh no!
Oh, that's not good news for you, my friend.
What is your next action, my friend?
Run.
Run at 120 feet away from this thing so that he'll chase me and everyone else can escape. And then I'll
You're
try to
running
take it
away.
myself.
So basically, you're running away from the party. You're running like this way.
Yeah, I'm gonna run away from the party, try to make him follow me so that the others can escape, then I'll make my escape afterwards.
Why does
And
Oswald
your
want to
movement
die?
is 120 feet.
Yeah, I can dash at 120 feet.
Because he saw
So
Colonel
it
Sanders come on the
maintains its
field.
distance on you, as it does. You do not gain any leverage on you, and this goes for maybe 15. You guys see this? You see this thing engage Oswald and start chasing him, but Oswald's not getting away. This thing is keeping up.
Oh no! Oh
I need
no!
you to make a dexterity saving throw at disadvantage because you are running full tilt.
Okay, I did not realize this thing was as fast as me.
Oh no!
We might actually get cooked chicken this time.
I rolled a 15.
How much damage are you taking?
All of it.
That's what I'm worried about. Oh, that's a lot.
It's really bad when the
Still
DM
roll.
gets silent.
He's
Oh,
still
no.
adding.
Oh dear.
Or I can't help you with
God.
reaction because you're more than 30 feet away from me.
40 points of fire damage
Oh!
as this thing explodes and leaves a crater in its wake.
Well, I'm down, but I'm not dead.
Do we hear it? I'm assuming.
Oh,
You hear it and see it. You see this massive ball of flame just.
So no Kentucky Fried
You no
Chicken
longer
this time.
see chicken.
I'm down, but not dead.
Yeah.
Well, down is dead. Technically, you're at 0, right?
Well, I'm in the point where I'm
death saving.
getting the death saves and the
Okay,
or
so
in
you
this
have
case
one
the exhaustion.
currently, as you are now unconscious.
Yeah, you're unconscious. Yeah.
Yeah.
Are there any other enemies around us that we can see?
No, that's it.
Okay,
You've destroyed
she's gonna
the
book it
three
over to heal him.
Cargo targets and the 2 sentinels that were guarding them.
Yuki would also be one over to heal him.
So she'll let
So
Yuki heal
you're
him.
running over to heal. Serena, you're going over
Serena.
to heal.
He's guarding Yuki as Yuki heals him, keeping her
Okay.
eyes out for problems.
So you can give him whatever hit points back. And because it's magical healing, you lose the exhaustion 1 level. So you're good for that.
Yeah, just quickly checking how my healing spell was. 1 second.
And Oswald now out of spells.
As they're doing this, and the rest of you are kind of regrouping down in, well, around the area, I'm sure. Not far
I am
off.
Yeah, I would get
scolding Oswald.
like I'm keeping myself covered.
Taking your
How-
finger at him.
Push.
Stupid chicken.
Stupid chicken. How much can you give him, Yuki?
The moment your mission concludes and they're healing
Oh, that's
Oswald
my
and dealing with
spell
that,
modifier. So let me check my spell modifier.
the grove trembles. Not from battle, but again,
So,
from something
7,
beneath.
8, 9, 10.
Yep.
11 back.
So you get 11 back, Oswald. You are conscious again. A harmonic pulse ripples through the ground beneath your feet, through the roots, through your bones. The prime gate is responding.
I
Light
knew we
begins
should
to
have
seep
gone after that.
upwards from deep channels under the moss, illuminating ruins no one has seen before. The grove itself is changing.
Knew we should have gone after
You all regain 6 hit points
Good.
as this happens.
Actually, that's put me back to almost full.
You got 6 more HP back. Oswald.
Mm-hmm.
I need well, someone can make an Arcana check.
I'm fairly good at that.
Oh, Xerxes.
Not this time though. An 11. I have a plus 6, by the way.
Yeah. Well, you feel the magic coming from the ground.
Ground is magic now. I don't understand it.
And you know that's where the healing came from. You all know that as the pulse wave.
Sorry, go ahead.
That thing that I got last time,
Yep.
I grip it and concentrate.
Okay.
What?
Yeah. You can make me an Arcana check.
Xerxes is going to reach down and grab a handful of dirt and eat it because he thinks that's where the healing is coming from.
No, that's it makes sense.
I mean, it does make sense. I just wasn't expecting it.
I got an 18.
You feel that the gate's presence and the resonance, and you feel it accelerating. It's hard to explain in terms of the fantasy terms, but you know that sound, that sensation you get of a revving car engine?
Mm-hmm.
That's what it feels like.
Oh dear.
We gotta go, guys. We gotta get that thing stopped.
So you are pushing along. You're moving through the bush. You're heading towards where Twig had basically said the rendezvous would be once you had completed your mission. You push through the last veil of mist and foliage, and the grove opens around you. A massive glade ahead, crowned by a massive natural amphitheater of root, moss, and crystal stone. At its center stands the Etherbloom gate, no longer dormant, but fully formed. The gate pulses with primal energy, shaped like an enormous arch of vine and twined stone, glowing, flowering spires. Beneath it, ruins swirl across the ground in an ever-tightening spirals of light. Above, the sky churns with storm and fire. Twig's draconic form hovers in defiance, his body flowing with crystalline water and stone. Opposite him, a radiant form streaks downward, wings of flame, a roar of molten fury. The ancient fire dragon of Alsathia arrives on the scene, and a final convergence begins. As you step into this grove, the air changes. Let me pull up a scene here so you guys can see what we're talking about. And we'll put the tingy in the middle.
That looks cool.
Where do you get these pictures? These are really cool.
These are all Deacon's Table battle maps.
That's fabulous. That's really, really cool.
That's nice.
The gate.
That's a nice one.
So as you step into the grove's heart, the air changes, thick with charge, potential, and unspoken tension. The ruins beneath your boots hum softly, reacting to your presence with every step. The Etherbloom gate pulses again, light pouring from its arch in waves of golden radiance. You feel it, not just magic, but something deeper. A presence, watching, waiting. The forest holds its breath. The grove is alive, and it is no longer a battlefield. It is a threshold. What are you doing?
Oh.
So, is there anybody around the thing?
Right now, that like everybody seems to be like there are different groups around in this area. You see members of the Accord. You see members of the Legion. Some of them are like kind of fighting, but not really now. They're just focused on what has been brought to being. They're a little bit taken back. The only battle that still seems to be officially going on at this point is the dragons above.
Can we kind of assess the situation of basically what I'd like to do is just kind of get a gauge of whether or not they failed or not, or if this is something that was going to happen either way, or you get what I'm trying to say?
So how are you going about to determine that? Are you observing the gate to see if it's like fully formed? Are you trying to interpret more of the ruins that are around it? Are you looking to, commune more with nature to see what, the nature of this area of the Scarlet Grove tells you? Like what kind of...
I think I'd probably go more nature because I'm more better at that. I'm not very good with Arcana.
Make me a nature check.
Of course you'd say nature, like straight nature check. It couldn't have been a survival, no.
Nope.
I'm not good at either of those. I should have done both. And I didn't roll well. That's a 5.
Yeah, you get nothing from nature other than just the presence. This overbearing presence.
I'm going to... It worked the last time, so I'm going to grab my crystal and pray for guidance.
Arcana check. As you're focused on the gate.
$17.
Man.
A very calm and peaceful voice to you says, "Come. Be welcome."
To the gate?
Yeah. It's where it's coming from.
So I walk up to the gate.
Okay. So Rin approaches the gate.
And I reach out and touch it.
The spiraling center.
Yeah. Yeah.
Remember what happened to Oswald when he did that?
You are the presence. You're feeling that. And because of your Arcana roll, this gate isn't like the other gates. This is not going to the Etherbloom. This is a planar bridge between worlds.
Ooh.
Damn.
Do I get any sense? Sorry.
You're getting that voice again. Same voice, welcoming. Come, be welcome.
I walk through.
Oh, I will.
We just lost the cat.
After you.
Yeah, we'll get to that momentarily.
Oswald, you're contagious!
Now, you guys would have seen me holding this glowing crystal that I got.
Xerxes has got his thing up.
Yep.
Yeah, if I see her going into the gate, I absolutely follow. At
the
like
gate?
top speed.
Okay.
You get to the gate, and you enter the gate, and you exit the gate.
Oh, you son of
Oh no!
Oh no!
Well,
We lost the kitty cat.
Who's next? Who wants to do something?
Her.
I don't know what.
There's the ruins at your feet that you're all standing on. There's no one knows what Rin knows other than because she's the only one that actually made the roll. And she didn't communicate it with anybody. And then there's what's going on with the nature and the trees and the woods around this place.
The feeling we're getting, is it a more welcoming one or is it more dangerous?
Make me an insight check. As Serena's now basically somewhere around the gate.
Let's see. Look at this. Oh, it's so good. I'm gonna roll. Nice. 26?
You get the ether. Well, this gate's. They call it the Etherbloom gate still, but the prime gate, we'll call it. You get its intent, and this entity that's attached to it is balance, not destruction.
Okay. Okay. So I get the feeling that it's not necessarily a good thing, but not necessarily a bad thing, but it's not super.
It's definitely not really to serve the Accords. Obviously, they're not going to get it to do what they want, but neither is the Legion.
It's going to do what it wants.
It's going to do the balancing thing.
Yeah.
Does it feel like the same presence we felt earlier?
Yeah, a little bit more powerful now.
Oh, lovely. She's going to tell the group.
So you share that with the group. So she shares the fact that it's balance, not destruction.
And it feels kind of like the same thing we felt earlier, but stronger.
Yeah.
Would making a perception check on like the runes help at all?
That's basically what you saw Serena looking at was the ruins.
I'm trying to think of like how to use the abilities that I have. Okay.
Well, the only other thing, as I said, is the actual observation of the gate, which is an Arcana roll.
Right.
The only person who succeeded is Ren, and she's gone. And then you had the nature roll, which you failed. So if anybody else
can't
wants
do
to step
Arcana.
up and do any of those things,
I can't do Arcana, so
I do think Pacifier would encourage them to help. Like, we got to figure it out. Someone else do it because I can't figure it out.
hey, Bug, you're good at Arcane, right?
Oh, sorry, what?
You're good at Arcane, right?
Yeah, sorry, I was typing. I apologize. Yes, I am.
Do magic, please.
What?
She's asking you to do an Arcana check.
That's a really broad statement because I know a lot of different types of magic. So
investigate the gate's magic.
A little bit.
Yes, investigate the magic.
Okay.
Please.
Yeah, I'll do my Arcana deal and check out the gate if I can.
Yep. Roll me an Arcana check.
Cool.
Make sure you tell us what you find out.
What is going on with these rolls tonight? You know what? Hold on here. Let me see if I got any bonuses I can do. That's silly. I can't give myself bardic inspiration, can I? No, other than myself.
I don't think I can assist you.
guidance myself.
100%.
I can guidance myself.
Yeah, you could guide
Guidance.
yourself.
Yeah, that's a spell, right?
Yes, it is.
Okay. So
How would I roll? 12.
with the guidance?
Yeah.
Wow.
Okay, and I need you to roll a d10, please.
All right, cool. Yeah.
Oh,
I don't know. My rolls are not great tonight. I don't know.
Oh no.
What's this? How about a 7?
7. You guys looking at Xerxes as his physical self becomes partially ethereal.
Cool.
You can move through objects
Oh Lord.
for one round.
Uh-oh.
I like that.
Anybody else doing anything?
I guess I'll try and look at it, but I have very little hope of finding anything.
So are you looking at the gate with Arcana, or are you looking at nature?
I guess I'll try. It's either way. It's a 2, so I guess I'll try nature.
Okay, so you're trying to commune with the grove a little bit.
Yeah, I rolled.
Can I assist her on that one?
Rolled a 9 plus 2, so that's like 11.
Can I assist her?
Yeah, you can assist on that, Serena, if you wanted to.
Yeah, I can help with nature. I can't do
So you
work.
can make another roll, Yuki.
Okay.
See if you get better.
Well, that was a bit better. It's a 14 plus 2, so it's a 16 now.
16. You get a vision. Like you're standing there all of it, and you're kind of communing with the nature around you and the grove itself, the moss, the grass between the cracks, and the light coming from the ground. You get a vision of this area completely covered in solid stone with a beautiful ring of garden flowers around it and this beautiful arched gate in the middle with a swirling pattern of colors in the center. You see that, and then the gate clears for a moment, and you see water. Lots of water. And then it fades.
I tell everyone what I saw.
It's weird.
Water?
Okay.
Did we see
As you
Rid
guys
at all?
are all kind of gathering around, and you've all been kind of doing your thing around this gate. The gate itself begins to sing a harmonic resonance like 1,000 crystalline bells vibrating through the air. Sounds very similar to the singing of the wings of your people, Xerxes, but with that higher ting of
That's
crystal.
cool.
The dragons begin to descend, roaring in defiance, seem focusing on the gate rather than each other. Energy crackles between them and the gate. They circle and they clash. Fire, stone, water, ember, ancient elemental fury unleashed above your heads, directed at the gate. But the gate does not stand idle. It pulses again, light erupting in vertical lines above the pillars of the gate itself. A voice that you guys have heard before, but more loud and commanding and echoing in your ears, but in your hearts, you feel enough. The balance will not be broken. Submit or be reclaimed.
Ooh.
What do you guys
Can I
think?
grab Yuki and back up?
Yeah.
We are way too close to this thing.
Yes, please grab the bunny and back
No. I want to stay close to it.
You want to stay close?
Hell yeah.
I watch this running over to grab the bunny and Sarita running out.
We're like, we're out. We're out.
You're out.
No, I'm very curious about
So
this.
you guys are just out completely.
We're out.
By the sounds of it, Xerxes, your focus. You're like.
Why is that
engaged.
two Xerxes?
Xerxes, make me either
that's-
persuasion or
I'm sorry?
a religion check. Make me a religion or a persuasion check.
Ooh. Honestly, religion. I've got a really high modifier for that.
Deacon, I sent you a DM in.
Oh
Discord.
dear. I rolled a natural 20 for 28.
Nice.
Nice.
Oh, damn.
We're gonna get to you. Don't worry.
Oh dear. Wow, that was fire.
I knew this is the one that I knew, only one that I knew was coming. So how did you do your roll?
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah, I rolled a natural 20. I rolled 28.
Natural 20. You're focused on the gate and you're kind of talking to yourself in a way, but also without knowing it, talking to it. And seem to be guiding its judgment. And the gate speaks.
Mm-mm.
The storm halts, and you guys notice the storm halt. The fires dim, and you notice all the fires go out.
Cool.
The grove is quiet, and not a sound from the grove. All you hear is the intruders in the grove at this point. From the gate emerges a shimmering form, neither fey nor elemental, but something older. The voice of balance.
Cool.
Second.
And why do I feel like it's just immediately squish on button?
I don't know why you're so paranoid.
I would say I would have gotten that.
I wonder why.
I think if it was evil, we would have gotten that kind of a sense.
I don't think it's evil. Well, it's not. It's this neutral.
Yeah, well, that's what I mean. I'm true.
Well, I'll blow it up a little bit for you guys.
Ooh, cool.
That is shocking.
That just doesn't inspire us with confidence.
That's neat.
A shimmering form, as I said, neither fey nor elemental, but something older. It is the voice of balance. It looks upon you, Xerxes. Actually, it came out on that side of the gate. That's where you were. And you were unknowingly speaking to it. Looks at you and then looks up to the dragons. And then back over his shoulder, almost seeing through the gate, which is translucent at this point, to those of you behind, basically behind cover in the back. He looks and he says, both paths lead to ruin if left unchallenged. You are the bridge, mortals, the choice that must be made. The dragons suddenly, without even blinking an eye, bow their heads. The Accord dragon fires dim. Their forces back up. Twig lowers himself to the ground and turns to a human form or humanoid form and turns to you. It is time for the Emerald Legion to return to its roots, not as conquerors, but as guardians. Silence settles over the battlefield. Not the silence of absence, but the stillness of resolution. Petals drift on the wind, and the light of the Etherbloom gate, or in this case, the Prime gate, dims to a steady glow. No longer pulsing with urgency, but breathing with quiet purpose. The grove, once torn and aflame, now glistens with dew and rebirth. Vines mend themselves, trees unfurl, fresh leaves and the scent of scorched bark fades beneath the wave of blooming life. You notice all of a sudden the vision that you got, Yuki, of the moss retreating within the stone and the stone healing itself. You begin to see that, the beginning of that, as it begins to fix the area. This entity looks at you, Xerxes, and just nods and bows and steps back into the gate, and he vanishes from sight.
I would have done
Twig
the same.
lowers. What's that?
I said I would have done the same before you left.
Entered the gate?
And...
Wow.
Do you try to follow him through the gate?
No. Before he left, I would have nodded.
Okay, so you're just returning the
same respect.
the lightness. Twig lowers his head, and without another word, he changes back to his draconic form, and he begins to spiral upward and flap his wings until he disappears into the canopy above. The fire dragon does not return. Only ash drifts where she once stood. In the clearing, you stand amongst the last echoes of conflict. No horns of victory, no fanfare, only the sound of the forest reclaiming what was lost. The war seems to be over, but what you have awakened will echo for ages. The battlefield is still, the grove heals, the war is over for now. The gate is awake. At this point, what are you guys doing? Like, there's other people in the battlefield. Like, there's other commanders and groups of Legion members. They're just they're all doing the same thing. They're sitting in contemplation and looking and observing and not sure. You know, some of the commanders are saying it's time to return to the Jade Forest. It's time to go home, return to our roots. That's what's going on. What are you guys planning to do at this point? The gate's there. You can't seem to go through it.
No.
There's no hostility. There's no sign of Ren. What is your objectives?
I think Xerxes is just going to sit down outside of the gate and wait for Ren.
So you're just going to sit and wait?
Yeah, I think so. I'm not leaving a team member behind.
I think she looks at Oswald and Yuki and Passiflora. I think Ren made her choice. I don't like the idea of leaving her behind, but we can't follow her.
Passiflora's not listening. She's walking up to the gate. there was something peaceful about that creature to her. Like she liked the idea of not having to fight. Her tribe is aggressive. She's always been aggressive, but there was something special about this creature, and I think she's reaching out to it because I don't know, just something about it touched her.
Okay. So you're just kind of doing the same thing, Xerxes, just kind of like sitting beside the gate.
No, I actually reach out to touch the portal.
Your hand goes through.
Yeah.
You see a hand on the other side, Xerxes, kind of going through.
I think she sighed because she kind of really liked that creature. And
you get a sense of peace. Where both of you are right now, you both get this sense of peace and tranquility. This is almost to you, Xerxes, like the nesting sensation back on the island. And for you as well, as a moss dancer, this is like where the eggs would hatch in the nesting. Just a very calm birthing of life.
Yeah, sure.
In this area.
Honestly, I think she would enjoy it for a little while. Just kind of sit there and enjoy it.
So how long are you guys staying here in the grove? It is basically healing itself up. A lot of the groups have disbanded. There's some that have set up camps on the edge, kind of sticking around. There's campfires going that are going to camp out here for a while at least. Some are just anxious to get back to their families and whatever it is that they were already doing. So are you guys sticking around for a day or two?
Oswald's going to try one thing before giving up entirely. He's actually going to try to see if he can reach in and grab Rit.
So you go up to the gate, you stick your hand in, you see a hand on the other side there, Xerxes coming through, and you pull back nothing. Oswald.
Oswald just shrugs and goes, "There's nothing I can do to help."
What do you know?
How long would you... I'm intending to wait as long as it takes. So asking the DM, how long would you think realistically I would wait for before I would start to feel like Rin's not coming back? Like, should I roll an insight check or something like that? Or
I'd say after 3 days, roll an insight check.
Okay. I'm prepared to wait as long as it takes.
Honestly, I feel like possibly waiting too, but for a different reason. More of a I want to go with.
Yuki would be worried about Rin, so she would like to wait at least a little while to see if she comes back.
Okay, so what's your roll there after 3 days?
9, unfortunately.
No, that's fine. You only needed an 8.
No,
get the feeling that she's not coming back.
Yeah.
Days have passed since that final clash. The grove breathes. Fresh moss on the outskirts stretch over scorched soil, covering it all up. Wildflowers have bloomed where blood once spilled, and streams run clear through root-veined earth. Sunlight dapples through the canopy, illuminating a new world being born from the ashes of war. The drums have gone silent, the blades are sheathed. Peace, fragile and unfamiliar, has returned. On the far side of the grove, under the boughs of the Crimson Grove, some of the Emerald Legion have gathered one last time. You see the mortal form, the humanoid form of Twig, standing amongst them in his mortal guise, weathered but calm, his voice carrying across this glade against this by the gate. We were formed to be a shield. Somewhere we became a sword. No longer. The Legion will return to the Jade Forest, not as an army of conquest, but as stewards of balance. This is not just our battle. It is the world's reckoning. And now it is time for us to rest. You can all, at this point, I will go through. Serena, I'll start with you. You are given, just trying to go through what all this is here. Yeah, no, that wouldn't be you. That would be you right there. You get a Feybound favor. It's a blessing from the hidden spirit of the grove. It grants you an ethereal mark, and once per day you can use Misty Step or speak with animals, flavored as a Fey whisper.
Okay, do that again, but a little slower.
It is an ethereal mark on your person, so almost like an invisible tattoo or a very faint tattoo that you can only sometimes see. Once per day, you can use it to Misty Step or speak with animals. And when you speak with animals, it comes across to others like a Fey whisper.
Huh.
You are given the opportunity by Twig to speak, if you want to, of your adventure, of what you have undergone, what you have seen. You're given a moment to express yourself if you wish.
All right. I think she looks at Twig, looks at her party. I've definitely grown a lot. Traveling with a very unique set of creatures. And I've learned a lot from them. And I never thought I would be thrust into this situation when I left home. But I don't regret it for a moment. And I've made some wonderful friendships. And I need to contemplate what I do now, because that is much different than where I thought I would be. And I hope to perhaps find friendship around perhaps Mistwood.
All right, you will. We'll get into that as we move forward. It won't be this episode. We'll probably have to do one more as a farewell, shall we say, and a redirection for some. You will be given the choice to stay on with the Emerald Legion and return to the Jade Forest, or just go off on your own as you do that. Xerxes, you're still focused around just the balance, the peace of this area. As you are sitting there, amongst the runic cracks in the stone, grows an ember flower, shimmering like a token. This is a rare blossom that is given to you, and you know it's meant for you. It's preserved in ember flame. Once per long rest, you are able to re-roll any failed saving throw against fear or fire.
Nice.
Passiflora. A piece of the actual gate falls, and your reflexes, you catch it. It is a smooth ruin stone imbued with natural rights. When held during a rest, you recover an extra hit die and gain +1 to all nature checks.
Yay, I need that.
Yuki, you are the moss at your feet begins to grow up over top of you, weaving a cloak of living moss and silk thistle. It provides resistance to poison and allows you once per day to cast bark skin.
That's cool.
Can you say that again, but that was slow? I'm trying to write this down.
I got it, Yuki.
Okay.
Okay. Oswald.
Okay. Yeah.
A hand reaches out from the portal
Mhm.
directly toward you, offering you, hilt first, a blade.
A blade.
A longsword.
He hesitantly grabs it.
The hand vanishes. The blade seems vaguely familiar to you, like it was a blade once wielded by a fallen comrade, perhaps years ago, but it's been reforged by the gate. It is a +1 longsword that adds an additional 1d6 radiant damage once per long rest when defending a helpless creature.
Oh, cool.
May I do a history check to see who owned this sword?
Yeah, it'll be one of your fallen comrades that you traveled with in the thing. I don't have his name or anything like that. It's just
It was a +1 to what?
+1 longsword.
To
And
what was
it
he?
adds radiant damage, supposedly.
As long as you're defending a helpless creature.
Mm-hmm. Last. Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
I didn't know. Oswald actually is going to approach. Well, not approach. He's going to address Twig and says, "I honestly do not think that what you were doing was conquest more so than defending against the Gilded Accord. But I will say that the Emerald Legion, being a part of it, has actually given me perspective I had not seen before. And for that, I thank it. It has gotten me close to a bunch of friends I will never forget. And it has got me close to," he approaches Serena, to someone I cannot replace in my life. And unfortunately, Serena, Oswald's just gonna come in and just lay a kiss on you.
She's actually going to kiss you back.
Oh my word, we got romance happening.
Oh, great.
We got the Selkie and the bird and the chicken.
I think she will. Whisper in your ear.
The Selkie, we still don't even know that she's a Selkie. As far as he knows, she's human.
Nobody knows she's Selkie. I think she whispers in Oswald's ear after she pulls back. Remind me to show you something later.
Surprise!
Just blushes and just considers what that means.
I think it was pretty much all a different direction.
You're thinking
too.
something else. You all, anybody else want to address the lead? And again, everybody will be given an option to stick with the Legion or go off on your own path. That'll be an option for you to have. Does anybody else have anything they want to say?
I will if no one else does.
No, Xerxes is abnormally quiet. He will accept the gift, but there is not a shred of happiness in him. He is broken and lost.
Okay. Kind of get that. Yeah. So go ahead, Passiflora.
Passiflora kind of speaks up after a little bit. Kind of quieter than usual. I whole life defend territory, get own territory, but defending not for territory but for balance, I don't quite understand. But I like. How do I follow it? And that's what she says. Because she's
Twig looks at both you and Xerxes. You're both missing something. Both incomplete. Perhaps there's a way of finding it. Honestly, probably not with the Legion. But I think there might be something here. Look, and he looks around this grove and towards that gate. I think there might be something here for both of you. I think you just have to find it.
This is Xerxes'
Don't
new home.
worry, we're gonna get in. We're gonna get into that in our closing episode. But anybody else want to say something? No?
Oswald said what he needed to say.
So, jumping now to the person who has vanished.
Mm.
Rin,
Yes.
you find yourself on a busy dock. There are large frigates from the Taishihiro Empire in the
Interesting.
harbor.
Sorry.
You have no memory of how you got here. You know you're from your tribe. You know that's there. You have those memories. But you remember you were sitting around a campfire with your tribe, and now you're on the docks and you have this urge. And looking out at the end of the pier is a ship. It's the ship of the Tainted Heart.
Oh,
And there's a person sitting on a barrel at the end of the ship hiring crew. And you've just got this. Well, you're you.
I walk up and
For
go.
whatever reason, you're here.
I walk up to the person and say, "Sign me up."
You board the Tainted Heart. And for the next 5 years, you will be aboard the Tainted Heart, serving with their crew, serving with a wonderful band of misfits and other characters that are on the crew of that particular ship. But this was 5 years ago.
That's amazing.
That's
You've
cool.
gone back in time. This was a complete temporal gate for you.
Crazy.
So
That
that will end
amazing.
this particular episode as the first character in our upcoming series is Rin, the Partis Pirate.
That's so
that's cool. Oh my
cool.
god.
Very, very cool.
So that was something that, again, Rin and I had talked about a
I
long
like
time
that.
ago, and then I passed it by and we went into the storyline and we did all that. So the one person I said that was already picked. And then, of course, she made it complete last episode when she did the whole, got the blessing of that.
Very cool.
So,
Yeah.
which could have gone. So very well done, guys. Well played adventure. Well played exercise. We are going to do, I think, one more episode next Thursday. For those of you out there watching, thank you again for doing this. But we will be doing that as a farewell episode to kind of close off what everybody's going to be doing and what these characters are, where they're going to be in the next year, and what they're going to be doing, and so on. And keep in mind, those that decide to stay in Mistwood can be still within our Discord community role playing, and can be. And now, if you actually know with your levels, everybody in the Discord is now catching up to level 5 and 6.
Nice.
So they're kind of caught up to you, so you can advance your characters. If you choose one of the other paths to do, there will be opportunity for adventure in those particular situations as well. Whether you return to the Jade Forest with the Emerald Legion, whether you decide to stay in the Scarlet Grove area and deal with the Prime Gate rather than the Etherbloom gates, there is potential here as well for those characters. So again, I just want to let you know that there are things at play, and there are ways of yeah, that's Rin's new character.
New look.
I love it.
That we're just on the
Oh, wow. That's
Nice.
awesome.
Love it.
That's amazing.
So, yeah, that's basically what she's turning into.
Cool.
Yeah, and I think I've got an email here, but we'll figure this out for next time. I think I got an email from my buddies that are looking it all over, so they might have some more answers for me. But anyway, I really, really appreciate this, guys. And it's been a wonderful journey of the Emerald Legion. I wish I had more again, I wish I had more inspiration to continue with certain storylines. It just seemed to have run its course in a lot of regards and was kind of gotten off track from what it originally started at.
Us off track? Not possible.
Never.
Yeah, it happens. It happens, and that's why again the Emerald Legion is returning to the Jade Forest to what they are as protectors of the forest and the Viridian trees and so on. So this area will have its own for the Scarlet Grove, just like the Mistwood Forest has their own protectors as well. They have Gaba's one. Gaba will be one of them very very soon, as he's going to be initiated into the Grovebound Circle. So yeah, it's going to be interesting.
Nice.
So again, thank everybody for watching. Thank you for tuning in. Stay tuned for our mini adventure series that is going to continue. We're taking a little bit of a break from that because this week I'm actually doing something for our Discord community. So again, I'm going to put that up on the screen right now because again, I always forget to do it so much. That is our link. So please go to our link. The Discord link will be in there along with everything else, anything from our YouTube to our Twitch to our merchandise store and so on. It is that wonderful right here, right below me, all across the thing. It is lnk.bio/Deacon's Table. We'll take you there and give you all the links. If you join our Discord community, you can roll up a 5th level character now. Or you can ask or work with me and I will do a pre-gen for you and get you involved. We do have something going on this Sunday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It is a text-based Discord roleplay session rather than a streamed visual one-shot, but those will continue. Don't worry. We also have our dungeon crawl that will be returning that some of our members went off on and they got through 3 rooms and they didn't die. So that's all good. So we were having fun with that. But again, we welcome everybody. If you are a gamer and a role player, even if you don't want to play, you just want to hang out and chat with us, come chat with us on the Discord. Be part of Deacon's Table. That's what it's all about. And then Foreverland we all work on it. Like everybody contributes in their own way. Everybody contributes. Some people contribute a little more, some people a little less. Some people have an entire region. Like this region is the Middle Lands. It's one of my regions. The Jade Forest is one of mine. Oswald has got the Kingdom of Sunia, the Empire of Sunia.
Thank you.
Rita and Pastora have the Seahorse Islands. So there are areas that people are taking up amongst themselves and developing and designing and so on. And we've got areas that were designed by other players that are no longer with us and so on, but they're here and it lives on and they're in our credits and it's open for everybody. So again, I invite everybody there. Well, that's about it for now, guys. I'm going to be signing off and, until next time, may all your rolls be critical. Not just a 20, but also the 1, because sometimes that 1 is just as much fun. Bye for now, everybody. Glad you joined us.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.